Alright, to find the centroid of a triangle, the centroid is the intersection of the medians, which means we go from a vertex to the midpoint of another side. So we're going to draw this triangle that we've been using. We're not worried about where the vertices are, we're just making sure we label them. So let's start with going from vertex A to the midpoint of BC. So we need to find the midpoint of BC. I'm going to call that midpoint E. So E, which is a midpoint of BC, we can find using our midpoint formula. So E is going to be x1 plus x2, 6 plus 12 divided by 2, and y1 plus y2, 12 plus 6 divided by 2. So it looks like we should get the same thing for x and y, and our midpoint's going to be 9, 9. So now we need the equation going through 0, 0, and 9, 9. So we know how, when we have 2 points, 0, 0, this is A, and through E, 9, 9, we first need to find the slope. So the slope is going to be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. It looks like it should give us 9 over 9, which is 1. So our slope is 1, and we can plug in either point to y equals mx plus b. So we'll plug in 0, 0 as it's easier, and you should get b equals 0, which means y equals 1x plus 0, so y equals x. So whatever x comes out to be is going to be the same thing as y. So now we can do it for another side. I'm going to come from C, and I'm going to go to the midpoint of A, B. So we'll call that point F at the midpoint, and to find F we're going to do, so F midpoint of AB. So F is going to be 0 plus 12 divided by 2, 0 plus 6 divided by 2, which should give us 6, 3. Now we're getting the equation from C through F. So C is 6, 12, F is 6, 3, and we can find the slope, which is y2 minus y1, 3 minus 12 over 6 minus 6, which is going to give us negative 9 over 0, which is an undefined slope. And an undefined slope means we have a vertical line, and a vertical line means our x values should be the same, which they are. So it's just going to be x equals 6. So we know the x value, and if we solve this system, we have our two equations, y equals x and x equals 6. So when we plug in x equals 6 right here, you should get 6, 6, and that will be the intersection of the medians, which is your centroid.